Welcome to Early Exchange with Femi Ayodele, Sam Oruoje, and Idahosa Osamanze.
Sustain that industry. So if government does not have much money, they should find an enabling environment.
Now, what are these issues? The petrol is still imported because local refineries are not working.
Does it stop at giving a directive? What should be done to ensure that this is done?
One of the factors being identified by our key persons is the issue of transportation. For you to have a sustainable city, you must have a deliberate attempt to have a master plan.
This is Early Exchange, shaping policy, advancing development.
Welcome to Early Exchange, where we talk about all that has to do with business, finance, and the economy. You know, it's time for us to shape policy and advance development, and that's why it's our obligation to do that today. I am Femi Ayodele. Today's show, we're going to focus on the ICT sector. We're going to look at cybersecurity, everything that has to do with this sector, and I hope that for spending the 3 hours with us, you will enjoy the best of programming. Let's go on a break.
I'm okay.
My name is Raymond Bola Brown.
My name is Larry, and I play Afro reggae music.
Hi, my name is Fred Amata, and you are on to Souk News.
If you are watching this channel for the first time, make sure you continue to watch it because this is Souk News.
Shout out to Souk News. Actually, I don't know. I really enjoyed the little moment I spent with you, and I think with more of this.
Souk News. Here's the Souk News who had the courage to transcend a locked off camera and actually have a conversation with a human being. It's a pleasure, Souk News. Thank you very much.
If you want to advertise your product, just come here and let us help you to get to places. Yeah, you can't do it alone. No, you need this channel to do it for you.
Refineries are not working.
Does it stop at giving a directive? What should be done to ensure that this is done?
One of the factors being identified by our key persons is the issue of transportation. For you to have a sustainable city, you must have a deliberate attempt to have a master plan.
This is Early Exchange, shaping policy, advancing development.
I'm okay.
My name is Raymond Bola Brown.
My name is Larry, and I play Afro reggae music.
Hi, my name is Fred Amata, and you are on to Souk News.
If you are watching this channel for the first time, make sure you continue to watch it because this is Souk News.
Shout out to Souk News. Actually, I don't know. I really enjoyed the little moment I spent with you, and I think with small of this.
Souk News. Here's the Souk News who had the courage to transcend a locked-off camera and actually have a conversation with a human being. It's a pleasure, Souk News. Thank you very much.
If you want to advertise your product, just come here and let us help you to get to places. Yeah, you can't do it alone. No, you need this channel to do it for you.
In this fast-paced digital era, cybersecurity stands as a beacon of protection, ensuring that our online adventures remain exciting yet secure. Hackers are like digital detectives who probe for weak spots in our online armor, and cyber defenders work round the clock to keep our information out of harm's way. How much do people know about cybersecurity?
Cybercrime is stealing, theft, will I say yes, being a fraudster, people that steal through internet, yes.
What comes to my mind is internet fraud, how different fraudsters try to take advantage of people who are ignorant in that aspect.
As human faces cyber threats, so are small and big businesses. Since we are all in this together, governments all over the world treat cyber attacks as a matter of national security, even as organizations have a role to play.
Cyber security is finding employment for young people. You are young now, you cannot, about 30, 35 I suppose, you are busy in this place. So you cannot have time to go and begin to use evil fingers to try to infiltrate people's accounts. So if like 5 or 10 of you or 50 of you are engaged doing something, you will not have time because you will be very busy with your employment. So you won't have time to go and begin to do that thing. Those ones are free. They don't have work doing. That's why they keep putting their fingers in all those things.
Understanding cyber threats is crucial, and staying informed about the latest scams and tricks would help navigate through to safety.
There are lots of ignorant people out there. I even have a friend who was almost a victim, because I got there on time, so I was able to detect that. So please, there should be cyber security education to everyone out there.
By embracing intentional safety measures online, we empower ourselves to explore the digital realm without fear, knowing that our virtual frontiers are well guarded. With collective efforts to combat cybercrime, we contribute to a safer digital world for ourselves and the future generations.
I'm okay.
My name is Raymond Bola Brown.
My name is Larry, and I play Afro reggae music.
Hi, my name is Fred Amata, and you are on to Souk News.
If you are watching this channel for the first time, make sure you continue to watch it because this is Souk News.
Shout out to Souk News. Actually, I don't know. I really enjoyed the little moment I spent with you, and I think with small of this.
Souk News. Here's the Souk News who had the courage to transcend a locked-off camera and actually have a conversation with a human being. It's a pleasure, Souk News. Thank you very much.
If you want to advertise your product, just come here and let us help you to get to places. Yeah, you can't do it alone. No, you need this channel to do it for you.
Giving a directive, what should be done to ensure that this is done?
One of the factors being identified by our key persons is the issue of transportation. For you to have a sustainable city, you must have a deliberate attempt to have a master plan.
This is Early Exchange, shaping policy, advancing development.
Welcome back. That report by Grace Komolafe has set the pace for our discussion for today. Our conversation today will center on cybersecurity, and to provide a better perspective, we're being joined by Felix Iziomo. He's the founder, executive director, International Center for Leadership Development in Nigeria. Felix, glad you have you join us on Early Exchange this morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
Right. To start with, I would like you to give us a better perspective and a proper explanation of what cybersecurity is all about, so that for some of our viewers to have a proper understanding of what we want to talk about. Let's start with that.
Okay, once again, good morning. Thank you for inviting me. So yes, actually this month is the Cybersecurity Awareness Month, and which aims to raise awareness for people to be aware of the dangers of cybercrime, and also to protect their online activities, and for businesses, of course, to protect their devices, and also data, customers' data, and individuals to protect their information. You know, so as an organization, what we do is we raise awareness for people to be aware of the dangers surrounding the internet, so people can be aware of the dangers in it. So cybersecurity in all is just for individuals to protect themselves, and making sure that all their devices are being protected and everything is installed in the proper way. Thank you.
All right, let's look at businesses now. How can a business achieve a robust cybersecurity framework, and what benefits will it be to them?
Well, for me, I believe business can help themselves by protecting themselves, like I said initially, and it's going to be a big benefit to businesses, because now there are other machine learning, artificial intelligence that is coming up for businesses to use to protect themselves, because there are a lot of threats out there, and human cannot protect these, whereas the need of artificial intelligence and machine learning has come in. So this helps the algorithms to help businesses protect their devices. So business can take advantage of this, and also get departments that can help protect this, because some of these businesses will not tell you what they are losing. They will not tell you, because of course they will not want you to know that happening, but they have to protect themselves from the danger surrounding the threats. Thank you.
All right. I would like you to talk to us about some of the common types of cyber attacks, and then suggest ways to manage this form of attacks, the common type of cyber attacks here, especially in Africa.
Well, the common types of cyber attack we have is phishing, what I call phishing. You know, this is where the criminal pretends to be a contact, and then they send you a link, and then you click on the link, or also malicious, to download a malicious file, you know, or you give a sensitive access information. So that's phishing attack, one. Then I can also say malware attack. Malware, this is as a result of sending you Trojan and viruses, you know. Then the third one I would say is ransomware, where the attacker, you know, we attack your information and ask you to pay ransom. That's the third one. The fourth one, I'll go to weak password. I think weak password is what people face, and in businesses also face this, you know, when you don't have a strong password. Your password must be unique, you know, very strong, you know. And then lastly, I would say insider threats. When I say insider, you know, most times we talk to ourselves. We said, okay, do you know that some of this stealing that happens in the company, or maybe banks and the likes, is some of them are insider that are performing this act. So insider, and also some of them are ex-employees that are work with the company, and instead of them to, you know, change their password or their information for the company information, they still go with it, and then they use that, you know, to commit, you know, internet crime. So these are the major threats that I would consider as these businesses faced. Thank you.
All right. In order to ensure that you are secure, you have cybersecurity, it takes lots of investments too. But considering the investments you make to make yourself secure, and what could happen when you don't do all of that, how would you judge it? Is it cost saving? Is it something that you should do ahead of time?
Sorry, come again with that question, please.
All right. For you to have some of the softwares and the things that will help you to boost security of your network to ensure that you have a robust cyber security, sometimes you need to make some investment into it. Would you consider it cost saving, considering what could happen when some of those things are not in place?
Absolutely, absolutely. I will consider it to be cost saving because you don't know the dangers this will cost you in future. So investing in security softwares, let me not mention them. Investing in security softwares is a good thing for company, for businesses. At the end, it will save you a lot because you don't know the damages this will cause in future, and you don't know how much you will lose. So investing in this is of course, for me, it's good. It's very good.
Okay, I would like you to educate viewers on the responsible use of passwords. You initially talked about the issue of weak passwords. I would like you to educate our viewers on the responsible use of passwords and strategy to put in place to avoid being vulnerable.
Okay, thank you. So when you come to a password, we have to be very, very careful and the way we use this password. Like for me, I change password regularly, probably 2 months, 3 months, I change password. And all my accounts, I use different passwords, but I try to remember them. You don't have to forget them. And also it is pertinent to use two-factor authentication, multi-factor authentication, to help you guide from these attackers. So a strong password, most times we say had a bit of numbers, characters, and symbols, and something that you can remember. Some people use their birth dates. Some people use some numbers for them because they feel is what they can remember easily, and which for me is not secure. So when you mix, and you see some of these online activities when they ask you for password, and they will tell you numbers, the characters and symbols, you had them, and then probably a capital letter mixed like that. So sometimes there are some password that you will put, it will take the attackers 2,000 years to crack. Some, it will take them 100 years to crack. They will try it, but of course. But when you put weak password, there are some registration you do online. When you insert the password, to tell you the weak password, strong password. So you get to know password that are strong. And there are ways you can generate password for you to know this password is strong and this password is weak. So it's better for one to have a stronger password. And also when you have opportunity, please use a multi-factor authentication, which we also call two-factor authentication. Now it's even easier for you. Now we have so many authenticator app that you can use to generate code. Because when you log into your whatever activities you want to do, when you log in, it will ask you to enter a password authenticator. So it will send a message to your phone, and then from your mobile phone you will now authenticate it, so it goes automatically. In this way, attackers who want to invade into your system will have to, when you see the message come to your phone, it will know that oh, somebody is trying to invade into your computer. So this is what individual or businesses need to be aware of, to have a strong password that will help them attackers not to access their devices. Thank you.
Make use of third-party vendors and partners. Now, how can they ensure that their third-party vendors or partners have adequate security measures? Because the clients may not even know of the third-party vendors or the partners. They just know the company that is at the forefront. What can happen to ensure this?
Well, what I share with my friends when it comes to third-party vendors now, some of us are third-party vendors. So we have to be, I would say, careful, but we cannot be careful enough. So what we do is this. We ask, like, companies should send a message to these people to let them know, okay, we are not the one. If you receive message from this, we are not the one that sent you these messages. And we should also be aware of what information we give out there. Some of these businesses, they ask for your personal information, and then you should be very careful with that. And then when you have any information, any message come to you as a third party, you have to verify with the business, with the company. You know, this will also help. And training also, send messages, send the messages to your probably vendors and let them know this is from you and this is not from you, and these are the things that you should expect from you, because this will also help you as a third party, you know, because of course we all have to do what we have to do. Thank you.
Now let's talk about the business side of this venture. For someone who wants to invest in this kind of business, you want to take it like a business to be a service provider. What are the basic requirements when it comes to capital, when it comes to, you know, finance, then the rudimentary skills needed for you to be an expert in this field?
Okay, let me share a story before I answer that question. Now, when you talk about experts, when it comes to cybersecurity, well, yes, we have experts. But everybody needs to be aware of this, because we all face this, and especially when it comes to business as well. So, you know, some people are just coming into business, while some people are already in the business. Some are coming into the business. So everybody needs to be expert in this field. Everybody. That is why we said cybersecurity is a collective responsibility. It's a collective responsibility in the sense that we all need to be aware of these dangers. Now, the story is this. In 2014, I was in India, a company, UST Global, and, you know, I didn't have a computer science background. So I was there because of the project I run. So I went there for an internship, and the lady, there was a question that was raised. And then I told the lady, well, I'm sorry, I don't have a computer science background. So she said, nobody in this company was born with this background. Everybody learned it. So they went to school, some went to courses, went to training to learn it. So Felix, you can as well learn it to become an expert. Hence, where I am today, I learned it to become who I am today. So this is why everybody needs to be expert in this field. Everybody needs to go to training to learn this, because you face it, whether you like it or not. You are using internet. As far as you are using the internet, now, of course, we are now in the internet of things, where everything now is internet enabled. So we have to be an expert in, everybody needs to be an expert, whoever you are. So this is where expertise, professional comes in. You have to be training, engage yourself. Go to training, learn these things so you can help yourself to secure this, not only for businesses, of course, because businesses will tell you they spend money to train their staff to protect their data, information, and the likes. But individuals also need to be an expert to learn this. So this is what I have to develop myself so I can become an expert in this area. Thank you.
Okay, let's look at training of staff. Now you've trained some staff, and for some reasons, the staff no longer work with that organization. They're already aware of the company procedures. They have been privileged to some vital information. What can the company do apart from changing passwords to ensure that data the staff were opportunities to have access to while they work there are still protected?
Okay, remember initially I talked about insider threats, and this is where insider threat comes in as part of what the company, the businesses should be aware of. Now, aside changing the password, the business or the company should alert the customers or the general public that this staff is no longer with them, and they should protect their information with this staff in case this staff get in touch with them. So this is one of the areas I consider to help the business or the company as against their customers. Let the general public know, send a message that this staff is no longer with them after you have changed password. Whatever the staff, the ex-employee as the company devices or information that the ex-employee has, it should return them. And then they change everything about this and send the message out there that this social person is no longer with us. So mind the way you want to do business with this person. Thank you.
All right, the NITDA is in charge of cybersecurity and data protection in Nigeria. I would like to have your take about, the policies, how much the policies have been productive, and then when it comes to the issue of supervision and implementation, how successful has it been in recent times?
Well, NITDA as an organization have been doing a lot. I'll be honest. I've been following them, their activities, and then how they help. But of course, they cannot do everything. So, where we as businesses or individuals, we have to also start to protect ourselves. So, the policies over the years have been okay. What they have done to help businesses, to strive. But of course, like I said, businesses need to also protect themselves. Not some of these policies, you might say, okay, we need maybe more policies. There are some policies that where you want to see people engaging. Of course, like I said, they are trying their best to bring strong policies that will help businesses to strive in terms of the cybersecurity world. Thank you.
All right, what are some of the new innovations in cybersecurity? I know that some apps have come up, some software, but what are some of the new innovations that people need to know? Oh, this doesn't work anymore, you need to do this. And how do you update? So how does a business update itself with current trends in cybersecurity so that they're not using outdated tools or methods?
Well, what I would say, the common, the trend now is, of course, the artificial intelligence and the machine learning. And I will tell you for sure is that we cannot rely on these machines, these algorithms, because of course, these algorithms will help you in a way to detect, prevent, and also respond to cyber threats. But we cannot depend on these. We need what we call skilled human analysts, skilled human analysts that are required to help also comprehend the context and make decisions. So we cannot push that. We cannot push what we feel that is obsolete. No, we cannot push that away. We still need these human analysts to help make decisions. We cannot rely on these new trends that is coming up, these machines, algorithms that are coming up to help us detect and protect, prevent from cyber threats. We still have to go back to the old listing to help us, to comprehend the context and also make decisions. Thank you.
All right, let's go on a short break now. When we return, our conversation on cybersecurity will continue. Stay with us.
Done to ensure that this is done?
One of the factors being identified by our key persons is the issue of transportation. For you to have a sustainable city, you must have a deliberate attempt to have a master plan.
This is Early Exchange, shaping policy, advancing development.
Thank you for being there. We're still talking about cybersecurity on Early Exchange this morning. And earlier we had Felix Ezioma, who is the founder, executive director, International Center for Leadership Development in Nigeria. He'll be joining us again. So, okay, he's here. So we'll just continue the conversation because it's very important, whether you are an individual or you are a business owner. This is something that is very critical because you do a lot of things online. You have your information on the internet. You do not want unauthorized access to your data. Thank you, Felix Ezioma, for staying with us on the show. All right. As there are threats for data or threats to data, then companies would need people, would need software to block this threat or to take care of this threat. How much of opportunities does it open up for the cybersecurity experts? I know these days a lot of persons are going into ethical hacking. Are there other fields it has opened up?
Well, there are a lot of fields that are opening up, that are coming up. Yeah, a lot of them, if you go online, you see new one. Like I'll share with my friend who wrote a book on career in technologies, career